Upscale Media Group presents In the Lane Sports Talk Show. Today we have the infamous Ron Baker with the Bake Show. We got Julius Harrington, and we got the most winningest coach in the city of Akron, Otley McGill, and we got my main man D Rizzo and your host Jerome Lane. Now we're here to talk about Anthony Davis and LeBron James, about Bron trying to trade him for KD. So now we just trying to go around the horn and see what we think about that situation. Ron, could you tell me something?
Trade him.
Trade him.
Trade him now. I don't know, because like we was discussing before, when he's healthy, you know, AD does his thing. You know, he's a great player but when can he get healthy? But man, my guy, it's funny that we having a discussion right now about AD. Man, my guy, because he's a Lakers fan, diehard Lakers fan, and I'm like, man, and I'm gonna ask you guys, name me one superstar that didn't any sport that didn't have a workout commercial or little clips of them working out. If you think about it, almost all the stars you ever seen on television or was working out, even I looked it up, even Tracy McGrady had one. Little YouTube clip here and there, I'm talking about underneath the waist. You've never seen them do that. So what can you honestly expect? You look at his body. You can.
So you saying Anthony Davis not working out?
I'm not there with him. I'm looking at his body, and that's just natural weight.
But his body look better than KD's?
KD never had that frame though. KD never had the frame to put on pounds. Even when he was in Texas, he was always a slim guy, you know. So he never had that. But when he started coming into his body, you start seeing, okay, he's getting a little bit. You can tell he's gotten bigger. He's naturally got bigger. Some people naturally get bigger. Some people stay small. KD, he stays small, you know.
So you just thinking that's making me injury prone because he don't work on his body?
Yes.
What do you think about that, Julius?
I look at it somewhat like a vague look at it, but the one thing I had to pull up to give me more knowledge of it is the career stats. The career stats is pretty equal. KD averaged 27.2, AD averaged 23.9, KD averaged 7 rebounds, AD averaged 10 rebounds. But I base everything off the eye test and who you're playing against. In the East, I don't know, KD with Giannis, that might be a tall task. But going to the West, it's nobody in the West that can guard KD. Not even AD.
If you give me a healthy AD, he can stop KD to me.
No, he can't.
Yes, he can. Give me a healthy AD. And KD can't stop AD. If AD healthy, KD can't stop no AD. AD can stop KD.
But what he can do, he can guard him. Now, I'm not going to say he can stop him, but he can slow AD down. It's no way AD is going out on the floor guarding Kevin Durant.
Yes, he will if he healthy.
I've never seen AD stay with somebody 24 feet away from the basket.
Thank you.
And that's where you got to guard Kate.
So you trying to tell me? If they played the Lakers, obviously, Bron would have to guard him. Obviously.
And Bron can't, at this age, Bron don't have the ability to guard him more than one quarter. He would have to guard him with maybe
in spurts.
Yeah, right.
Well, right now, I don't, Bron seems like he don't play defense to stop nobody right now. He just play defense maybe to control you or just basically to stay healthy for the end of the game so he can help his team. It ain't defense. What do you think, Otley?
Well, first off, what I think about AD is I just want to go back to last year when the Lakers didn't make the playoffs. And they asked AD what was he going to be doing in the offseason. He said, I ain't touching a basketball. This is what he said.
I don't want him.
He said, so from April to like maybe before the season start, he ain't play no ball. He said it. At that point, Bron, who is a workout fanatic, got to look at him entirely different at that point. Because as you get older, even if you look at the difference with today's athletes than back in the day is the workout regimens. You know, you got scientists involved in these workouts and all different types of things that can keep you playing longer. I mean, let's look at the older players in the league. I mean, let's look at Steph Curry still playing good. Like, he 25.
That's one
I mean,
thing
I
you're
looked at
totally
James
right.
Harden. James Harden still look good at 34 years old. Westbrook, though, I mean, athletically looks still better. So this the training that they do in the offseason is entirely different. AD is that type of player where he don't want to put that work in. And it's known.
And it's showing.
And he said it. If he wouldn't have said it, I could have said, okay, well. And then, like, I agree with Bate. I watched Ja Morant's workout. They showed him in his backyard of his daddy's house, jumping truck tires, lifting tires, doing all kind of stuff. Every person that really has started playing basketball, you look at it and say, they show him working on their game.
Some
I have
star.
not seen AD at all.
Okay, devil's advocate. Well, he might not pick up a basketball, but he didn't say he wasn't going to work out now.
Look at that.
Yeah, I said he wasn't going to work out now. I mean, he might not want to pick up, but he's still probably doing some other activities, you know,
Number
running
34,
on the beach.
I can't believe you saying this right now.
I be running on the beach.
Hold on,
I mean,
wait.
you just can't say he ain't sitting around doing
Number
nothing.
34.
He's 35 now.
Give him a break. I mean, maybe he just said, I'm not picking up a basketball.
He went to
but-
35 now.
But now I'm running on the beach, you know. I'm working out on lifting weights down there with Muscle Beach, you know, all that.
I remember seeing you at Perkins Pool Perkins Pool Park,
That's Akron, Ohio. For the
Akron, Ohio. For those who not from around here or don't know anything,
Pittsburgh.
legendary park. You come through there with your gang, and I've watched you still in shape. Still, there's no way. And as an athlete, you are telling me when you are still playing, that's what you were still in shape playing.
Well, I'm just saying, you got to say that. Okay, maybe you don't want to pick up a ball, though, but there's no way I could just think for him to make all the money he make that he just not going to do anything.
But one thing the Lakers can do as a team, we have it in our everyday life at work. Some jobs give you an incentive. If you go and do this, we'll pay you. My girl worked, I ain't gonna say where she worked, but she get paid to go to a cooking class. They pay her. So if I was a Laker, if I was Jenny Buss, I would say, Anthony, I will pay you $1 million a year to work out during the summer. That is your incentive. I will write it in an incentive.
Yeah, but not when you make 30, right? How much you make? 25, 30?
30 something.
For that much money, the
He ain't going to do
juice
that.
ain't worth the squeeze.
So you telling me all y'all saying the same thing, Brian was right.
Yeah.
Okay, what about, now we got to think, what about the loyalty that you promised me when I got there? You wooed me in to get there. We win the championship. Now we have 2 down years. Now you're just saying, man.
You're not putting in
So
your part
Brian
of the
chasing
deal.
championships right now.
Yeah.
If it ain't a championship, it's a bust, right?
Yeah.
But you know what Brian based that off of? He based that off of looking at Anthony Davis in New Orleans.
And you can't do that. Completely, totally different. He had to do everything.
Right, and he looked at Anthony Davis as a good basketball player. What LeBron James is, he's more than a good basketball player. Like Gil said, he spends $1 million working out on his body. He takes time to stay in good shape. And the main thing is this: when now you have a relationship with Anthony Davis and you're around him all the time, now he actually see the person that he actually brought to the Lakers, just like how they brought Westbrook there. They don't want that. Bron don't want to be around that person.
Well, Westbrook was a bad fit. We all can say that.
Davis ain't hungry, bro. That's the number one problem.
You can't teach that.
Yeah, you can't
So you
teach
trying
that.
to say that money make you just throw all the hunger out of you, huh?
Yeah, you can't.
That's why we got to give Brian a man, huh? He on the hunt, huh?
Right.
All right, fellas, we're going to wrap that up. We're going to get on to the next subject. We want to talk about Tiger Woods, his greatness, and the last, what was it, Genesis? How did you feel about him and that, and how he just fall like a brick? What you think, Julius?
Tiger Woods is the single greatest athlete far as in sports that we didn't see in our lifetime. People have told me this, and I didn't want to believe it. I thought the hardest thing to do in sports was to be a pitcher or to hit a baseball. They said it's not even close. They said golf is the hardest thing to do in sports. I said, wow. They said pretty much what Tiger Woods did for the black community and brought us out to start viewing golf and to like it. Now, I will say one thing about Tiger Woods. He had a certain swag when he was out there doing what he was doing on his wife. It seemed like he lost his swag once he got caught. Now, I don't know what happened, but it's almost like his confidence went with what he was doing, not even on the golf course as well as off the golf course. He had a certain...
You know what happened? He got jammed.
he had a certain swag about him. And when he lost that ability to have that swag off the golf course, it affected his on the golf course game.
What you think, Ali?
Let me jump in real quick and hit some stats here. 372 events played, 82 PGA Tour wins, runner-up 31 times, third place finish 19, top 10 finishes 199. Unofficial money, I don't even know. Is that 120 billion, trillion? I don't know. So,
He made some money.
But he made some money. What you think, Ali?
Well, well, what I think about Tiger Woods is, and when I look at it from a sports standpoint, I look at sports in two different categories. You have the individual sport, where it's just you as the individual. Then you have the team sport, which is a team. It's more than one. Tiger would be listed as the best individual sport player of all times. That's including boxing, and that would be include tennis and other sports that you play as an individual because he's not on the team. So, I would put Tiger and then Serena right behind her.
I agree
As
with you.
individual sports, I don't know two better. Now with Tiger and his overall, I think Tiger is in that same mode as a lot of these new athletes. Is, when you look at what he's done. What more can he do? Mm-hmm. What more do you want him to do? The best golfers of all time has not done that. So when he stops doing it, or he gets tired of doing it, or he's not as motivated as doing it, it's hard to be motivated to do what he did on a long list that he's done it. My thing is, sooner or later it was going to be a drop off because he done it so fast. He didn't do it like your Arnold Palmer's over a course of 30 years worth of playing golf.
right. He started, 96?
Yeah, he did this in a 10-year span.
He started in 96, yep.
So, I mean, even if he don't never win another PGA Tour, he still is the best ever. Because in that time span, nobody has done better. And nobody has made more money in that time span as far as sports is concerned.
That's true.
D. Rizzle, you didn't look up how much Nike paid him. I'm sure.
Oh, he get an appearance fee every time he show. He not even
just
showing
his
up without
yearly
getting paid.
contract with Nike is probably more than
He living off
90%
that
of the
alone.
golfers
He
make
living
playing
off that
golf.
alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think, Ron?
First, I'm going to add Carl Lewis and probably Jackie Jordan Kersey. If we talking about individual athletes,
Haven Moses.
we want to get off, and I'm just going to throw that out there. But how I feel, injuries, man. Injuries. I think that back, when the back happened, I think that was really like, even before, the chink was in his armor. Because that's all it was with the woman situation. He chink in your armor. When somebody find a chink in your armor, when Superman see kryptonite, he already know what it is.
Right.
Somebody found the weakness, didn't they?
Yeah, and he knew. And I'm gonna try. That's why he said he never wanted to say he wasn't gonna try. I give him that because he tried. Mm-hmm. But because me and my guys, we just now starting to pick up golf, and we go to the driving range, and we argue about this because I also officiate high school baseball. a stationary target with that T being there, that's the only thing with me when it comes to hitting. But it is absolutely one of the hardest, probably the second hardest thing to do in sports. Probably the second hardest thing.
Hit that ball straight.
Hit that ball. Not even get to hit it in the hole some yards away, or get it as close as possible. You know, and the club is only the part that hits is only probably big as a potato.
But just think about pros, though. They got to go around trees or go over trees. I mean, there's a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of skill. There's a lot of skill involved. It's a lot of skill involved. But with Tiger, he did what he had to do.
Well, all like I said, dude, when I watched the Genesis, and I seen Thursday through Sunday, and the first day looked good, second day looked great. I say he made the cut, right? The third day looked great. Was -4, -3. Man, the last Sunday, man, every time he reached in the hole, he was grimacing.
Father
he could
Time,
barely
man.
pick up the ball out the hole. I mean, I don't think he could do it no more, man.
He shouldn't. He should just.
I don't think he just
invest
looked
in baby Tiger. What's
Yeah, he's good. His son is really good.
son is really good.
Yeah, I think he just took. What about to go to the senior?
Yeah, he could do that.
Go
but
up to the seniors.
Tiger still
Ego ain't gonna allow
he
that.
need to win one more tournament to break the record to get to 8.
But how can he win a tournament? He hurting.
He's gonna
He's
do
hurt.
it.
What are you gonna do? I mean, come on, man. He got
it's gonna be-
the
it's
best
gonna be
doctor,
slim.
the best rehab, the best in the world for him to get back together. He's still grimacing to get a ball out the hole. It's over.
Also, the field is caught up, man. It's cats.
Oh yeah.
It's
that's
some
fair.
cats
It's
out
cats we
there.
ain't even
man.
heard of
Yeah,
killing,
it's
man.
cats out
Young
there.
too. Young.
It's so many golfers that they made a second league.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the one thing what he just mentioned about the field, the number one thing that make me say Tiger Woods is the greatest. When you went to bet in Vegas, because I seen it with my own eyes, it was Tiger Woods, and then it was the rest of
The
the
field.
field.
That was. I remember that.
Tiger
That's
Woods
true.
I remember
for
that,
the
man.
rest of the field. And for 4 years, that man beat the rest of the field by himself. So that's incredible.
Vegas was saying you get anybody from the field to try to beat Tiger. We got you. We got you covered.
Well, you know it's gonna be a controversy because he fell off so fast to where they're gonna give him the greatest ever. You know that.
The PGA is lucky right now that he ain't bolted to the other league because they put $1 billion on the table.
So what's the other league now? I'm just not hearing this was about the other league, but
No, it's across seas. It's been out for about 2 years now.
Yeah.
You heard about it.
so why can't he go over? I'm saying why he can't play in that league?
No, he can, but
can.
Tiger has been what you said. LeBron should be the AD. Tiger has been loyal
to the PGA Tour.
Right, that's what he's doing. He's just being loyal.
But they courting though. You saying?
Oh yeah,
They already put $1 billion on the table.
Yeah, $1 billion court.
These is the richest dudes in the world that owns this.
Yeah,
It's
from
only,
$1
how many
billion
owners is it? It's only like 8 or 10 owners, right?
Yeah, but these is guys from Dubai. These are some of the richest men in the world. They didn't formulate their own. The matter of fact, they had a golf event the week of the Super Bowl in Phoenix,
Man, that's
and
great.
some of the guys have left.
Yeah.
because of the money they put on the table.
Well, that's what that you supposed to. Ain't
Yeah.
that what you? I'm gonna go where I'm trying to make a living for my family, so I'm gonna go where the money at, right?
Yeah, and they more wanted Tiger's name than probably Tiger the player.
That's all they want. They want the name.
Okay, fellas, we're gonna get to the last subject. We want to talk about Lamar Jackson and his contract, and what do y'all think about him getting paid, the highest paid player in NFL? Go ahead, Ali.
Well, I was just watching TV before I came over here, and they finally came out with what he want. He want 100% guaranteed. He want more guaranteed money
course.
than Deshaun Watson
Of
gets.
course.
But I thought all his was Deshaun's was guaranteed.
That's correct. That's
Yeah.
why.
That's right.
That's
But
why
32.
LJ wants.
That's why he wants the
Exactly
same
right.
thing, but more. I'm guesstimating because they didn't give us no numbers. He want 300 mil guaranteed.
I say about 275. I know he wanted
say
about 275. I say about 275, but he wanted all.
He want it all. He don't want no middle,
So
no
275.
80%.
So that means he want what 50-something million a year.
But if
Yeah.
Baltimore was smart, this is how they structured that contract. Deshaun Watson is guaranteed 230, full contract. So the only thing they have to do is give Lamar Jackson a 7-year contract for $400 million, but guaranteed $235. That's still the highest guaranteed amount in the NFL. He's still getting the most money, but he still has the ability to make $400 million.
They offered him that. That's kind of like what Patrick Mahomes got. He don't want that. He want 100% guaranteed. That's what he said. That's what they said today.
Watson messed the whole game. He messed the whole
So that means they're going to
up.
franchise tag him.
At least this year. They
Oh
will.
yeah.
If
he
mark
signed
my
it-
words, if they
said
don't
he might
sign
not
him
go
and
now.
they franchise tag him, he won't sign unless the price gonna go up.
So you're saying he's just going to sit out?
He gonna sit out
Yeah,
23.
he'll sit out. Well, if they franchise, he'll play, but he'll have some phantom.
I don't know.
Some
Yeah.
phantom injury
Nah.
like my
Oh, yeah,
thigh
yeah,
or
yeah.
something like
Well,
that.
yeah, he ain't gonna-
He won't play. He'll say he hurt.
He don't have to sign it. He don't have to sign a franchise tag. The franchise tag for the QB is $41 million, 1 year.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if they franchise tag you automatically on the team, right?
They can franchise tag you, but he has to sign the franchise tag.
Like Dak did for Dallas. Those couple
Remember,
years.
Dak didn't sign the franchise tag at first. He didn't sign it. So they was going back and forth until he decided that it was in the best interest to sign it because they were closer to working on a deal. He don't have to sign it. Now, because he doesn't sign it, he can't go nowhere else either. He has to stay there. So, and I think what is, I know D-Wright got some notes over there.
Yes, sir.
I think it's an inclusive and exclusive franchise
Correct.
tag. Am I right on that?
So you got franchise tag, just real quick. Designation teams use to retain one player set to be an unrestricted free agent for another year. Then you can have exclusive or non-exclusive tags. Exclusive tags mean the contract must be less than or either the average of the top 5 salaries of the person's position.
Okay, but listen to this, D, right? Who is our top 3 quarterbacks right now? We know Mahomes. Who 2?
Josh
Dak.
Allen.
Who 3?
Aaron Rodgers.
Well,
What?
well,
Somebody
Money.
walk him to the door.
Money.
Did we say-
Money.
No, we
No, I'm
ain't saying
talking
no. We
about
saying the best QB.
No, best
Okay,
quarterback.
so
Top-
the
oh,
best QBs
top-
ain't
not
all
money.
getting paid.
The top 3 quarterbacks.
The top 3. I
you
would
got
have to
Allen
say
up there, obviously.
Mahomes.
Mahomes.
I'm gonna say.
Burrow and Allen. I would
I'm gonna say Burrow and Lamar.
Okay,
Yeah.
so where you gonna put?
I got to.
So do Lamar deserve it? I'm saying.
Yeah, he deserves.
Easily, y'all saying Lamar can fit in the top 3 if you know.
Wait a minute.
If-
know how you structure
Wait
it.
a minute, wait a minute. You guys are joking right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
You guys are joking.
I'm.
They're on the top 3 quarterbacks.
Yeah, I
Joe
think so.
Burrow, Lamar.
No, they said.
I'm removing Burrow.
They
No,
said,
no,
they
I'm
said Mahomes.
This quarterback,
Buffalo quarterback.
wait, the quarterback I'm about to say, he could be the best quarterback in the league. San Diego's quarterback. He could be the best quarterback in the league.
Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert.
What?
What year are you talking about?
No,
Right now, he could be the best quarterback in the league.
hell no.
You know, he's not even.
You live in
Close,
San
he's not
Diego?
even close in the MVP. Where has he
Carvin,
finished?
San Diego.
Juju, you was with me till that point,
We've
man.
been rolling with you a minute here,
I'm
man.
gonna tell you this: Justin Herbert ain't no joke.
Man,
Where has he
heck,
finished in the last 3 years in the MVP race?
Justin Herbert played 10 games hurt last year. He
That's-
played the rest of the
different
season
from
hurt.
who? Who's that different from?
Lamar Jackson, man, deserves his money. Man.
No, I'm
deserve
not
that
saying he
money.
don't deserve
And
his money.
I think we kind of looking at it wrong because the best quarterbacks ain't the highest paid.
That's exactly.
No, I'm
So,
not saying.
yeah.
I'm not saying the best
that's a
quarterback is
catastrophe.
the highest paid.
and that's why
No, I'm just-
Lamar Jackson is pissed.
No, what I'm
And that's a
saying, when you
catastrophe.
say the top 3, it's easy. Y'all saying Lamar could be one of the top 3.
Yes,
so,
he
so
could.
paying.
Well, okay. What?
But
did
so
the-
can Jalen Hurts be hurt?
Oh no, you got to go Hurts.
No,
Yeah,
Hurts,
I mean,
I'm saying
50
pay him
touchdowns.
too. I mean,
I need
pay
one
him.
more year from Hurts to put him up to top 3. I need one more year.
No. Let's top tier then. Let's call it top tier.
Top tier. How many
Let's
slots
call
in
it
the top
Now,
tier?
that is
5.
that's a great way to put it.
5.
is the top tier.
Let's go top tier
Right.
quarterbacks.
I agree with that.
Lamar's still in the top.
Oh, you
5.
know he top tier. Come
So
on, man.
pay
Now
the man.
I would probably consider your guy from
Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
In the top, okay.
Now
Yeah.
I would consider him.
Right. He's a top tier quarterback.
up a little.
Yeah, he's a top tier.
I agree.
But I like
again,
Murray too. I like Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray a bad boy.
He does a lot.
He-
He really do. He
And they
in
paid
Arizona.
Deshaun based off of a couple years ago. Just imagine if Deshaun was still playing. Would he be top tier? Because they paid him off of what he did the last couple years.
So you gonna do him like that?
First off,
He not top
come on
tier.
now, but
he's
you gonna
not
do him
top
like
tier
that.
right now, but
Oh,
he's
we know.
making
Right now, he got top tier
Is
talent.
Dak Prescott top tier? No, he making
Yes.
top tier.
No,
money.
he's not.
Well, no,
All right,
Prescott,
so
but just
he's
a
a very
different
good-
Prescott been playing. Deshaun, let's see what he do next year when he got a whole season to play with.
I'm gonna give y'all an example. Jalen Hurts, second round pick, right? Can't get the 5th year because he wasn't a first round pick. So he's a free agent right now. So he waiting on what Lamar is gonna do because he's a free agent,
And that's wrong.
you know. And so he ain't gonna sign nothing. I would assume until he see what Lamar gonna get, and then he gonna gauge his money off of that. Because right now he's a free agent because he was a second round pick. When you're a first round pick, that's when you get that 5th year option. That's when they can lock him up. They can't lock him up because he was a second round pick. So Lamar wants, I'm telling you, Lamar wants that guaranteed money. And his teams out here
That's
that
gonna
ain't
give it to
got
him.
no problem paying him $275,
But the
$300.
thing about it is he gon' lose a lot that go with it. These teams that want to pay him that, they have nothing. They probably
No.
have nothing.
Well,
I
I
mean,
mean,
this
Miami's
kind
one.
of
Can you do this once you
Miami is
franchise
one
tag?
and they got something.
Can you do this once you franchise tag where, say in the season he rolling? Can they tear that up and then sign him to?
Yes, they
you
can
can
do that.
restructure.
They can do that?
I would assume you can restructure.
But let's go
Yeah,
back.
you definitely can.
Yeah, but let's go back what he said when he explained the difference. So the reason why Lamar want his money and ain't gonna sign no franchise tag is because the type of franchise tag they can put him under.
Non versus exclusive. Correct.
Yeah, they can put him under the one where they gonna get 3 or 4 first round picks. So if they sign him to that, that means he's not guaranteed. He don't know where he could go.
Right,
That's
he can
the
go to the
difference.
bottom of the barrel.
If
they giving him
they
three
can send him
first
to
rounders.
Detroit. Or
Yeah, that's
somewhere
the thing.
like that.
And
Because
who giving up 3 first rounds?
Detroit,
Right, I'm saying garbage.
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Yeah, because
Yeah, but that's garbage. I mean, you
That's what I'm
man,
saying.
he going
Wherever that
he going-
happens, it'll be a rebuilding situation for him.
I don't want to see how Baltimore
Of
can
course.
go to losing Lamar and expect them to still win, especially the
You
way their
saw a
team is
piece
ran.
of it. You saw a piece of it. That whole
Was he got-
fiasco
The
with the
tight
with the
end is
playoffs.
carrying them guys.
No, Huntley, ain't that his name? Huntley.
Yeah.
That was the trial run. I'm trying to tell y'all. They trying to see what life is going to be without him, and
I can go with
no
that.
doubt Huntley is a good athlete. You know what I'm saying?
But he's
A
not
professional,
Lamar.
but he's not Lamar.
Right, he's
and
not.
the thing that separates Lamar from a lot of these other young quarterbacks is he has an MVP in his league. A lot of those other cats that got this money. They're not MVPs. He's the MVP.
that's why he won't.
Give me my money. It kind of remind me of like the Shaquille O'Neal situation. Remember Shaquille O'Neal he was looking around like, dang, everybody getting paid. Man, I gotta get. I'm crushing these dudes. Look, give me I need 100 mil, 120 mil. He like if he making it. What he say? Alonzo was making 80, and somebody else got. Oh no, give me. And that's what Lamar looking at. He looking at it like, man, are you for real? And the best thing he could have did was represent himself.
But they still doing it wrong far as he ain't the traditional quarterback. Come on, y'all, tell the truth, because he's not the traditional quarterback.
But what he is-
He ain't getting his money.
Oh, no, they wanna pay him, bro. They want to pay him.
Well,
they just
they
don't
just
want to
wanna
guarantee
restrict-
it.
right.
They don't want to give right, and he should get all
But
that.
but all that he didn't gave them. Okay, first of all, you get your contract on what you did before you was at right now, right? So pay the man. Pay the man. If he paid on what he did to get y'all where y'all at right now, pay the man.
They want to pay him, but they want to give him the Patrick Mahomes type deal. They don't want to give him the Deshaun Watson type deal because over the last couple years he's been injured. So they want to give him the Patrick Mahomes, 10 years, 350 or something like that. They'll give him that. He won't guarantee. See, you got to understand. He looking at them NBA boys, and I ain't mad at him. And them NBA boys, their stuff 100% guaranteed.
Everybody's contract is guaranteed.
Guaranteed, regardless. And you know what's wrong with you? Just what you said. He the MVP. Let's look at the MVPs the last couple years. Aaron Rodgers, Mahomes, and Lamar Jackson.
Right.
But you talking about a different type of thing when you talking about guarantee, because you can't guarantee, what is it, 50-something players?
Oh, no, that's
That's
not applicable to
impossible.
football.
No, but you look at how they paying the quarterbacks. Like I said again, you got quarterbacks that's getting paid that we just didn't name.
But when you
That's
say,
making more money than the dudes we talking about. What's gonna happen when Joe Burrow come up?
he's going to
Hey,
get
I
paid.
bet Joe Burrow get what he act with.
No,
I bet he get his
That's
money.
why-
He
back.
ain't
I
gonna
know
ask for
I know what he's
100%
trying to say.
I
guarantee.
guarantee he will.
He not gonna ask
Man,
for
why
it because they
wouldn't he?
gonna
Why
no,
wouldn't he?
because
His
they
agent gonna negotiate it.
bankroll
Yeah,
the money.
it's going to be so sweet for him. It ain't going to even.
It's gonna and he got an
Man,
agent.
since they ain't gonna pay him, I bet they guarantee all his money.
No, they're gonna
Oh,
give him more money up front. That's what they want to do with Lamar. They want to give him more money up front. That stabilizes his contract, and it's easier to work and get other players in. If I say, here, I give you $50 million now,
But do you know
$60
what,
million now.
Do you know what Rome is trying to say with the traditional quarterback? He don't realize the transition in quarterbacking in the NFL is transitioning to the Lamar Jackson type of quarterbacks right now.
Right,
You
I
ain't
understand
nobody
that.
if you ain't running for
you're
5 or
totally
6
true.
touchdowns.
It's just that Mahomes got both.
Okay, but do you
You know
know
what I'm saying?
this? Do you know who's the second highest guaranteed contract in the NFL?
Ain't it the dude from Denver?
Nope.
Russell Wilson?
Nope. It's the guy that he mentioned out there in Arizona.
Hurts?
Kyler.
It's
Kyler Murray?
Yeah, he's the second. So that's how Lamar Jackson play. He plays just like that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, I'm just saying if he was a traditional quarterback,
That's
if he
why
had a
you think
Mahomes
Joe
style
Burrow.
with the running, Joe Burrow's going to get paid.
And-
as soon as they don't even waste no time.
that's why you
Desha-
think
yeah.
Joe Burrow is going to get his money, because Joe Burrow is more traditional type of quarterback in old school. I even look at it like this. I would say the number one quarterback that's going to blow the market out. I keep going back to my man in San Diego.
No, he's not.
So, and I think we're looking at these contracts
Because
wrong,
he's got
too.
the traditional. What Rome is talking about. So they're going to pay Justin Herbert. I think Justin Herbert is going to be the highest paid quarterback in the NFL.
It's the upfront money. Deshaun Watson didn't get the upfront money. This is where we're looking at it wrong. His guarantee is guaranteed, but he didn't get the upfront. Okay? What they want to do with the Josh Allens and all of them, they getting 60 and 50 million up front. Here is a check for $60 million right now today. Then we going to chime you out on the contract, which is not guaranteed because we didn't give it to you up front. They didn't do that with Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson's contract for the first year was $1 million.
Because they knew he was going to be suspended.
Exactly. He got no bonus.
Right.
Yeah, we knew that. We already knew
Yeah,
that.
so, but that's what Lamar's looking at. Okay?
Right. He looking at
He
all
looking
that
at
like
longevity.
no.
Yeah, you can give me 60 now, but I might only make 90 total. Because if I get hurt or something like that,
That year you can say, okay, you're only
Yeah.
going to make 2.7 million.
or we'll cut you and then we'll just eat the rest. And we'll negotiate and you don't make the money on the contract. That's what happens with a lot of the NFL players. They don't finish out their contracts because we bankroll them up front and then we don't finish out the contract.
Rome, you know who the best example of what they're talking about? It's my man that fought the dogs, Michael Vick. Michael Vick was the highest paid
Yeah, he
player
was.
in the NFL at 130 at one time.
He came back to Philly and played for like $1 million.
was
He
all
played
his
for something
guaranteed?
cheap.
No.
No, right. It wasn't guaranteed, but we all know Michael Vick ended up filing bankruptcy.
They gave him $25 million up front. He had to pay $21 million back.
God. Well, I will file bankruptcy too with that.
But you see, that's how they bankroll the contracts. So they want to say, Lamar, here's 60, here's 70. Take that. And then, but he's saying no, because after 2 or 3 years,
I got
Of
all these
15 million.
benchmarks I got to meet.
and I'm a $300 million quarterback, I might never see 300.
Well, our gang has been here to give you a lot of sports talk today. We signing off with Ron Baker, Julius Harrington, Ali McGill, and D. Rizzo and Jerome Lane. Thanks for coming to the End of Lane Sports Talk
All
Show.
right, good fellas talk.
Yeah.
Good talk there, y'all. All right, we good?
Good.
All right.